Hey Psych2Goers, thank you so much for supporting our channel. Our aim is to make psychology and mental health information accessible to everyone, and we hope you learned something new from our channel. Before we begin, we'd like to warn you that there will be mentions of potentially triggering events. There are examples of types of trauma mentioned throughout the video, but no details are discussed. Now, let's begin. We've all experienced some form of trauma, whether it's been big or small. And sometimes this trauma sticks around for longer than we expect, leading to unhealed trauma. Depending on the types of situations you've experienced, trauma can be categorized into 5 different types. With that said, here are the 5 types of unhealed trauma. 1. Big T trauma. Big T trauma are single traumatic events that have long-lasting impacts on an individual. Symptoms of big T trauma are typically associated with post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. People who have big T trauma might typically experience nightmares or flashbacks, intrusive thoughts, and negative feelings. This could result from sexual assault, acts of terrorism, war, and prolonged physical, emotional, or sexual abuse. 2. Small T trauma. Small T trauma refers to traumatic events that result from personal events. It generally consists of all other trauma that is not covered by big T trauma. Despite its name, small T trauma can still disrupt your life, especially if it goes unprocessed. Examples of small T trauma include getting fired from a job, divorce, or continuous academic, financial, or personal stress. 3. Acute trauma. Acute trauma refers to trauma that occurs from a single incident. It's a type of trauma that could be categorized as small T or big T trauma, depending on the person and situation. Examples of acute trauma include witnessing an act of violence, assault, an accident such as a house fire or car accident, or natural disasters. 4. Chronic trauma. Compared to acute trauma, which describes singular events, chronic trauma is about repeated and prolonged events. Instances such as domestic violence, ongoing abuse, medical trauma, bullying, and war can make up chronic trauma. And 5, complex trauma. Complex trauma describes a person who was exposed to multiple traumatic events in their lifetime. This can mean they grew up in a chaotic or abusive home as a child and then grew up to survive other types of trauma, which can be described by other acute or chronic trauma events. Many people struggle with the symptoms of unhealed trauma, and it affects the lives of people in different ways. The effects can be devastating, but they do not have to ruin someone's life. You are more than what's happened to you. And with the proper treatment, support, and lifestyle changes, a person living with unhealed trauma can lead a fulfilling life. If you recognize yourself or someone you love in this video, please be encouraged to speak with a trained professional and take care of yourself. We want you to be safe, and your mental health matters. Please don't be afraid to reach out to an online community, other Psych2Goers, a friend, or a family member, or a qualified professional if it becomes too much for you. Remember, help is out there. If you found this video helpful, be sure to share it with someone who might benefit from it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.